Yes, yes. I'll put the, I think it's called the handle in the description. Man, like dose of rascal, David. One sec, I'm just typing something. What go on now, man? Handle in the description. Ah, oh, come on, fam. One sec, I'm just trying to put the handle in the description so that people can call in like last time. Actually, no, it wasn't last time. It was the live stream before that, though. Ah, I knew I knew a man was gonna ask me, you know. Boy, I mean, a lot of man on YouTube is frauds anyway. Man like Jerry Manning Wagwan. A lot of man on YouTube is frauds anyway. So if you lot heard me, you lot must have heard me speak on this a couple times. A lot of YouTubers is just full of shit anyway. Like a lot of man that jump on YouTube and gal as well, they just jump on YouTube to try and, I don't know, it's almost like they're trying to project their own feelings in it. Like exclusive to this guy, this is just YouTubers in general, isn't it? Like there's gal out here who jump on YouTube and try to be a dating guru for men, but then they're calling up bigger man in America. I ain't gonna mention no names, but you know who one of the biggest man who's popping right now in America, giving advice to women and pulling up women. You got gal who claim to be dating gurus for men, calling up a man in America, asking for dating advice, asking what she can do to find a husband. It's like, bro, how can you give advice to men on trying to find a woman, but then you're calling up a man trying to get advice on how to find a husband? That don't make no fucking sense. Tonio, what's going on, fam? Yeah, I'm trying to, one sec, let me see if I can put the handle in the description. Let's see if this works. Fuck. One sec. I don't know why I'm saying. I'm trying to put the handle in the description. Actually, you know what? I have to put the fucking handle in the chat. One sec. Let me go and get my charger. I ain't forgot what you said though, so David. I'll come back to that and say I forgot my laptop charger. Yeah. You know, I said this is gonna be a 1 hour live stream, but I got my mans them up in the fucking in the chat now. Man like Jerry Manning, Dulce David, Tonio. So it might be a bit longer than 1 hour. So yeah, a lot of these YouTubers, they're full of shit, man. So you got gal claiming to be a dating guru for man, giving man them advice on women and that, but they're calling up man in America, asking for advice on how to find a husband. What? I don't know, it made no fucking sense. Shan, what's going on? There's a next gal as well. She claims to be some kind of dating guru for chicks in the UK, some level up dating guru, whatever you want to call it. This is the same girl who's been single for like 10 years, fam. A lot of these YouTubers is full of shit, fam. Man, on YouTube, trying to tell man, yeah, level up and do this and do that. But they ain't got no fucking receipts, blood. How can you listen to a YouTuber that tells you, you know, be the best version of yourself, do this, do that, or whatever, but they ain't got no fucking receipts to show? They ain't even on that path, really. These are the same men that still think because they're black, their path is already written. Because they're black, they have to work twice as hard for half the results. Most of these YouTubers is bullshit. So back to my man. Come on, man. He set himself up already, innit? Like, you get me? He was batting for the wrong team from day one anyway. So yeah. He set himself up, man. He set himself up, man. Don't get it twisted though. Like, there's a lot of bad guys out here, innit? But there's also a lot of bad women out here as well. Yeah, let's not get things twisted because certain people like there's certain man on YouTube like to paint women as being just devils and that. And there's certain man that like to, and there's certain gal that like to paint man as being devils and that. But there's good and bad in across all genders and that. I know some gal that are just nutcases, no good. And also at the same time, I know some men that are just bad. I know someone, they have a ute, and their ute was in primary school, and their ute was in the same year group as two other siblings, half siblings. So basically, a man has breeded 3 different women all in the same area. And it so happens that all 3 of the youths went to the same school. How fucking mad is that? You breeded 3 women in one area and all of the youths happen to go to the same school. That's fucking nuts, fam. What's going on, Benji? See, this is what I like to see, fam. Just the reoccurring people coming back and that. All right, one sec. Okay. Who else got exposed this week as well? Right, let me try and update this thing. Why is it not letting me? You know what, fam? Sorry, peeps. I'm trying to change the title of this live stream. Yeah. Yeah, fam. Shan, you can say what you want, you know. Listen, this is a ratchet live stream, man. Come on, man. A man's in a fucking dressing gown, fam. Yeah. Say what you want, blood. My only favorite YouTuber is AMS. AMS is, do you know what? Yeah, someone left a comment one time and they said AMS is one of the most important YouTubers ever. They're fucking right. They're fucking right. The way my man has changed the game for men. Yeah. Like some people will watch some of his videos, watch 1, 2 videos and think, yeah, whatever, innit? Blood. You need to watch like the way he breaks down the psychology of how the female mind works as well. Is like the stuff that you can learn from him, most of us guys walking around on this planet will never be able to learn that stuff. Do you know why? Because he's been around and he's fucked like 300-400 women. So he's got experience to handle different types of scenarios and that. Most of us will never lick down 300-400 women. So we will never have that experience. And if we do get to that stage where we were 40-50 years old and we would have made lots of mistakes. So he's able to go on YouTube and share his experience and stop man from making those dumb mistakes with women. You see, there's certain man right now that watch him, yeah. He has put them in a position, or he saved them thousands and thousands and thousands and pounds, yeah, because he's giving them that mindset to not get used by a woman. There's certain man right now that watching him, he's giving them the mindset to basically like be a strong man and basically not get used by a woman. So the certain man that are watching him right now, they potentially could have had a baby mom that will stop them from seeing their kids, but he's altered their mindset or whatever and put them in a position where they are able to see their kids. And yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, because to be fair though, I've said sometimes before, don't say the name, don't say the person's name. So yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But yeah, AMS is my favorite YouTuber. See, look, you say that about Kevin, no, but the other day he must have jumped on a live stream with AMS, and for the first 10-15 minutes, my man was he was dropping some game. Yeah, he's a smart fucking man. Obviously, I wouldn't want to be him, but yeah, he's a smart fucking man. So I wouldn't want to be no one, but obviously. Get me? He's a smart man. He's a big man though. He's like 53 or something like that. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know any Espanol, but yeah, well, go on, fam. Let me see. I really don't know why this thing won't allow me to change the title. Basically, I want to call this live stream "Challenge Me." So anyone want to phone up, call in. Yeah, if anyone want to debate a topic with me, feel free. Get me the handles in the description and the handles in the chat. So yeah, one person I like to listen to as well. He's Anthony Spade. I like Anthony Spade. Some people might not like him. Some people will and that. But other than that, I don't really watch any other people. Like I watch things here and there and that. But yeah, with MS, it's more like entertainment as well because a lot of what he says, a lot of other men say it, but it's all about presentation and that. It's all about charisma and that. That's what gets people to keep watching you. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at you, man. You, man, are always coming back. It's because you lot must like man's presentation. You lot must like man's charisma, whatever, innit? Or maybe it's just you lot can relate to me more than an ex-man. Same. Wow, I remember my man, you know. Back.
What you saying? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you saying, man?
Yeah, man, everything's good, man. I've just been watching a show, fam. I just wanted to jump on.
Yeah. What you want to talk about?
Yeah, you know the Kevin Samuel thing. What I'm thinking about Kevin Samuels is that he's blown up so big that right now it's like everyone's watching the YouTube. It's like everyone's on this YouTube side now. The Black Manosphere, even like the Sun, because the Sun newspaper they had that guy Derek Jackson. You know the guy that cheated on his wife.
He was in the newspaper.
He's on the Sun. Yeah, swear to God, check the Sun. King Richard. Swear to God, go on Google right now. King Richard, he was on the Metro and even the Sun and even the New York Times. King Richard showed a thing yesterday on video.
Wow.
This Derek,
I thought it was mad when he was on the Breakfast Club. Like obviously they didn't invite him on, but they was talking about him on the Breakfast Club. I'm like, blood, the Breakfast Club, you know, like blood. For your name to even get mentioned on the Breakfast Club, blood, you need to be like high, like you need to be like a rapper or someone. You understand? Not just a man on YouTube. So yeah, that's mad. That's mad. The Sun newspaper, you know. But that's
what I'm saying. The Sun.
You need to be a murderer to reach the Sun newspaper. Shit.
You know what? Honestly, I don't understand. But it shows you that the mainstream media they're watching this side of YouTube. They're watching this side of YouTube. They're watching all this type of stuff. The red pill, all this type of stuff.
You know what?
But do you think they're gonna try to shut it down? Do you think?
What shut down the manosphere or whatever?
Yeah, the red pill and the blue pill, all them things there.
I don't know. I think feminism would love to, because you know feminism is all about keeping men submissive and keeping men down. So I mean, feminism would love to, innit? But I don't know. I don't know if it could happen. I doubt it could happen, but I know people would want to shut it down, definitely, man. Because at the end of the day,
but
right?
you know what? But you know what I think is that they're gonna start putting in agents. They're gonna have like maybe FBI or CIA agents that are YouTubers, because you know these people they always try and control stuff. They're gonna do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because even the music industry, that's what they did in music. You know, like music first was original, then they started to put their own artists to promote certain kind of agendas. So they're gonna do that on YouTube as well. They always do that, fam. They're gonna come in with big money, like millions of dollars or billions of dollars, just buy out Bear Man and then just blacklist the one that's not gonna play ball, and then bring in their own people, fam. Just like the music industry, fam.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned about the music industry. There's a guy that always promotes himself on Made You Think. You heard of that Instagram page, yeah?
Made You Think.
Yeah, it's one Instagram page that did that urban content and that. Basically, this guy was saying that. See, I don't believe in all this conspiracy theory stuff in it, but the government, they infiltrate the gangs and they basically make certain rappers blow up so that they could promote gun violence to help kill off black people, or they promote gun violence to make black people want to kill each other, innit? I think that's nonsense. So yeah, it's quite interesting. They say something about CIA or something like that, or something about infiltrating or whatever, innit? Because someone mentioned something like that before. About they want to blow. I've
heard that kind of story.
Yeah. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. That's basically like saying that the government want to put guns in the black community so that black people kill each other. fam, even if the government want to put guns in the black community and that, it's down to black people to say no to killing. Like, you can't use that as an excuse.
True.
There's a lot of so not our generation, but the older generation. So like my mom's generation, people are touching 40s or whatever, 50s. Sorry, they love to claim, the ones that grew up in the UK, born and bred. Like, you was born in the UK, yeah?
No, I came here when I was young, and I came here when I was young.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, born and bred in the UK, pretty much like us. I was born here, but whatever, innit? But so like my mum's generation, they like to blame Margaret Thatcher for the reason why that there's a lot of young blacks going around killing each other, because she shut down the community centres in the 70s or 80s or whatever, innit? But that's nonsense, fam. How the hell is shutting down community centres and having kids with nothing to do gonna make kids go out and kill each other? Yeah, they might do nonsense like drugs and that to pass the time, but picking up a gun and wanting to shoot, man, nah. And stabbings, nah. Because there's a lot of places up in north of England, like, or even like the West Midlands or East Midlands, like Doncaster and Worksop and these funky places, Nottingham, well, maybe not Nottingham, but these kind of funky places north, yeah? But there's a lot of people just sitting around doing drugs and that, but they ain't going around killing each other. And there's no community centres and that, so it's just an excuse, fam. It's all an excuse.
But you know what I'm thinking is that in the future, sorry, I keep hearing a noise on your background. Can you hear it?
No. Are you sure? Are you just using your phone, or have you got like a laptop or PC in the background?
No, I'm just using my phone. I haven't got nothing in the. 1 second. Let me. I've got a tablet. Let me.
Are you playing the stream off the tablet as well?
No. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I think it sounds better now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What I was saying was that do you see this stabbing that happened recently? That Asian boy that got stabbed in his house in front of his mom.
Was that over to do some clothes or something like that?
Yeah, some jacket. Yeah, some jacket.
But how did he get stabbed in his house if it was over a jacket?
I think he said he's trying to sell a jacket, a Moncler jacket, to two black guys, in it. Because I did the research to find out if it was black. It was two black guys. I'm like, oh fuck. And I think, I don't know. I think they tried to rob him, but maybe he was fighting back, and I don't know how they ended up in the yard. But he got stabbed in front of his mum, in the yard. That's peak, fam.
Yeah, that's mad, fam.
And what I'm thinking is, this type of stuff is giving us a bad name, It's giving black man a bad name. Because I saw another video on YouTube where some black Donny was going to work. I don't know. I think it was in North, and then the Arabs, they stopped him. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're one of the drug dealers. We've seen you around here." And he's like, "No, that's not me. I'm someone else, innit?" So, this kind of stuff, it can lead. It's gonna get a peak for us, man. This stabbing thing. If you don't stop, fam, it's gonna give us, man, a bad name.
But you know what? You see all that robbing, man, for clothes and that, bro. That was been going on for years, because you're the same age as me, basically. And I remember, when I was younger, people used to go out and rob people for trainers and stuff like that. This was like 2000 and I was 11 in 2011, 2004. So let's say like around 2006 or something like that, when robberies were in fashion. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I was in year 8 in 2006.
What year was you born? 93 or 94?
93.
What month?
October 4th.
Oh, so yeah, you would have been a year below me then, because I was born September 92. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, you're the same age as me, basically. Yeah. But that was over trainers, which cost £60 or something. Man are getting robbed and stabbed over fucking jackets that are worth £800. Although it's not an excuse for work anyway.
Yeah, but still though, I feel like these guys nowadays, they ain't got no morals. Like, it's too much. They didn't have to they didn't have to in front of his mom as well in the yard. They could have just, like, I don't know, just leave the jacket, or at least give him a bang to the face, and then, I'm saying. But I mean, come on, man. Like,
and you know what as well? Do you know how many girls? So there's certain girls that set up, man. So like, they'll pretend to go and buy a jacket or whatever, or they'll find a guy on a dating app or whatever, and set him up to get robbed, and he ends up dying on the move. and then and then she ends up going to jail. So basically, a girl has set up a man. A girl has found found a mark on a dating app, and then fucking set him up to get robbed. He ends up getting stabbed during this robbery. Next thing you know, she's in jail for murder because obviously she's set it up and that. So what's going on, Brandon? I think you're mute. You know, you're muted or something. You know, your volume is way too low. It sounds like I can't even hear you, fam.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, carry on. What are you saying?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, honestly, like if you have kids now, it's peak because you can't raise them on ends, and then to go and live off ends, you need money. If you haven't got money, how you gonna go live off ends? Having kids right now is actually peak, fam, especially black kids, fam.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Because if you raise them outside of London, they're gonna grow up to be soft, man, as well. That's the thing, man. But if you raise them in London, they might not fucking live to see nothing. I don't know, man. It's a difficult one, though, man.
Nah, for mine, I think I'd rather just raise them out of London. I think I'd rather just raise them out of London, like Manchester, but teach them boxing, because you know you got some man in Manchester and Birmingham that's on their stuff, you know, that they can box, they can fight.
So them areas is just as bad, you know. Yeah, them areas is just as bad, man. Yeah.
It's peak, fam. When you haven't got any money, fam, it's hard, fam.
But that's why we have to work, man. I mean, that's why we have to grind,
for someone like me, like it's getting peak because all the yards they're buying them up now. Like before, like you can get a house for like 300,000. You know, like one of those brick houses.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. You know the brick houses that's you got a back garden and stuff like that. Nowadays you can't. Nowadays it's just flats.
Oh, so you're saying basically like a terraced house, yeah, where you got neighbours either side,
yeah.
Fam,
now it's just flats.
I know it's difficult for us, but you know what, fam? In 5 years' time, it's going to be even worse for them. So, boy, you're just going to have to go further out of London, man. At least start with that, you know.
Oh yeah, you know one thing, JY, is because because we're kind of close the same age. Do you ever think about like kids and that? Because we're soon gonna hit 30, you know.
Yeah, I know, fam. I got what, about a year and 6 months. I've got 18 months until I'm fucking 30, fam. That's scary, fam. That's scary, fam. So yeah, I think me personally, like, I want to try and have a kid around about the age of 33, 35 or something like that. No sooner than 32 or something like that. No sooner than that, man. No way. Because, blood, when you have kids, your life is over, fam. If you want to be a responsible parent, bro, your life is over, pretty much. I don't even want to get a fucking, like, I'm not really thinking about getting a dog, but the thought occurs, like, oh, imagine if I was to get a dog. But I can't. I'm the type of man, I just want to be able to shoot off and disappear for a week or whatever. And that's with a fucking dog. Now, imagine if I got kids. You can't just disappear and, nah, fam, you are no longer number one. You are a responsible parent now. You have a dependent. And me, I like my freedom and that. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure I live my life first and do the things that I want to do first before I become a parent, man. Because once you become a parent, that's it. And I see, like, one thing I don't like as well, like, I'll see parents walking down the road, man or a gal or whatever, they're walking down the road and they're on their phone, texting away, and the youth is like 10 meters behind. They don't even know what's going on. And but you don't care about your youth, fam. Your mind is not on your kid. You see me when I'm with my little sister, she's either holding my hand or she's within my crosshairs. I'm not like, walking down the road and my little sister's back there. None of that business, fam. She's my responsibility when I'm out with her. And I'm older brother. I'm not even her dad or nothing like that. And that's how I think. All like, you see parents, they go shopping. Parents go shopping, you know, and they leave their kids in the car, in the car park for an hour, half an hour and that. But them parents, they don't care about their kids, man. Would you leave a Rolex watch in your fucking car? No, you wouldn't, fam. Your kid is supposed to be more valuable than that. Now, obviously, your kid ain't gonna be something that someone wants to steal. But why are you gonna take the fucking chance that someone could do something to you? But there's kids that are passed out during the summer, you know, because they've been left in a fucking car. But have you ever got in a car during the summer when it's beating down? Fam, you start opening up an oven door, bro. And to be left in a fucking car for half an hour while the parent goes shopping and that. But then parents don't give a fuck, man. Parents don't care, man.
You guys, man, I'm off, man. I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Cool.
What you saying, Brandon? What you saying?
What's up, man? Yeah, so you're thinking of having kids when you're 33?
30, no less than 32 years. So 33, 34, 35. Fam, I ain't in no rush, blood. No rush.
Yeah.
No rush. Fam, having kids is scary, blood. Fam, let me tell you something, yeah? Disclaimer. I'm not justifying nothing. I'm not condoning no behavior. But there's certain man, yeah? Now let me say a disclaimer because I know someone's gonna try and cut up this video and try and make me out to be some monster or something like that. You know this certain man, I ain't gonna say no names obviously, but there was one guy from Tottenham, he was a rapper, yeah? He weren't big, he didn't have no clout like someone like Skepta, but on the roads, everyone knew this rapper. This guy must have got one girl once. She was a little sorting, yes, a little slag, yeah. He got her pregnant, and do you know what he decided to do? He thought it was appropriate to try and throw her off the balcony of some high-rise flats. You know, like them tower block flats, you got 22 floors. He wanted to try and throw her off the edge. This is what happens when certain men, yeah, they get girls pregnant, but they don't want to get girls pregnant, yeah, they turn mad, blood. Because they understand, bro, your life is basically over when you have a kid, especially if you have it with some dumb woman or whatever. Don't get it twisted, fam. I'm not condoning nothing in it, but I'm just saying, like, it's a serious thing when you have a kid, fam. It's not a fucking joke, blood. Now, I ain't gonna go that far and do that craziness, but I'm just saying it's a serious fucking thing, fam. It's not a joke, blood.
Yeah, I think, you know, some people shouldn't have kids though. There's some people that think they want to, but I don't think they should because they don't know how to pick the right person. You know, they pick someone who, for example, is more extroverted. I think is kind of a red flag. You know, you want someone that's more or less in the house all the time, willing to take care of the kid. You know, you don't want someone who wants to still enjoy her life and do all these different things. Eventually, it's just someone who's selfish. You know.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, like obviously, I don't think there's only one chick in this live stream, which is Nadia. But let's say on the playback, yeah, any girls watching this, pick a man. Yeah, if you're a bit unsure of what kind of man you want to be with or have kids with or whatever, yeah, pick a man that you'd want your son to grow up to be like. So don't pick no man who's a drug dealer or in and out of jail or just on some. He's not on the right path and he's not trying to get on the right path. Pick a man that you want your son to grow up to be like, because ultimately that's going to be the person that should be around to raise him. He should be able to follow his footsteps.
Yeah, that's true, man. You know, you want to be able to pick the right person. You know, yeah, like some people have to be careful when they have kids because they don't really know what it takes to be a father. And, you know, I think finances are also important.
Oh, 110%, blood.
As well, like you want to be with someone that also has money as well, or has, you know, income coming. You don't want to be with someone that has nothing, you know, that doesn't want to work.
Blood, did you ever see the live stream that I done with one? I'm not gonna call her a girl because she's like almost 40, but yeah, one lady that I know, one young lady that I know. Did you see that live stream I done?
No, I don't think I did.
Your volume's disappearing, you know.
No, I don't think I did. You hear me?
All right, let me add my man in, yeah? What's going on? You need to unmute.
How are you, gentlemen? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. One sec. Let me just finish this point, yeah? But I think your playback's in the background, you know. He's gone on mute anyway. The young lady, cause I know, you know, she's people in it. I know her in it. Yeah? I know her personally in it. But she was saying, what if your son just wants to be happy and earn just 10 grand a month and that? Bruv, that's not good enough, blood. Like, you know, it's all well and good. Oh yeah, being happy, because the ultimate thing in life is to be happy. Yeah, to be happy and to be content. But blood, even if you're happy and content within yourself, how is 10 grand going to help the next generation? How's 10 grand going to help your youth, blood? That's why finances are important. It's not just about driving flashy cars and that, but it's about being able to provide certain things for your children. 10 grand is not putting your children through private school, and 10 grand is not putting your children through at least private tuition a couple of hours after school every other day or whatever. So that's why it's important to have your finances on point. All this, I can't believe she said that, you know. Like, I like her, and she's cool. I know her for years, but I can't believe she said, "Oh, what if your son's just happy earning 10 grand a year or whatever?" No,
10 grand a year.
Yeah.
I thought you said 10 grand a month.
No, fam, 10 grand a year. Sorry.
Yeah. A second ago you said a month.
Sorry. 10 grand a year. Sorry, 10 grand a year. Sorry. No, I thought it was 10 grand a month, obviously. No, sorry. 10 grand a year, fam. No. Nah.
That's pathetic. 10 grand a year is pathetic.
Oh, it's ridiculous, man. Fam, you know what? I'm gonna cut up that video, yeah, and do a snippet of it soon. Watch. Yeah, I'm telling you, fam. I'm telling you. But yeah, go on, Mr. Research. We say, man.
All right. Appreciate it. So let me put this level of the conversation in here. So let me give you a little pre-qualification. So I work in medical finance. I traveled. I live in several countries. I was out there in Syria next to the golf course. Used to hang out in Brighton Beach, Romania, France, Negril, all these type of places way before the internet. So with that said, I think what's happening is that, first of all, let me applaud Brits. Brits are a little bit more understanding of culture and ethnicity only because you guys got access to the train. You can jump on a train, go on holiday, be in Amsterdam in a couple of hours. You know, it's nothing. Here in the States, we Yanks are very limited. Imagine if nobody ever left Lower London and have no idea what Scotland and Ireland even look like. So that's where the problem comes in when you got the two different type of thinkings. And as it relates to the guys, it's even worse because many times you guys, as a Euro black, you getting head on the dance floor. It's nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? You call them slags for a reason. Out here in the States, Yanks are still fantasizing about white girls as if it is some type of sexual octopus they just created 2 years ago. So with that said, what happens is women, we follow Brits, Yanks, Black Euros, we follow too much of what women want and what women say because we care about it. And it's in too much of our conversations. If we were a little bit more warrior-like, we'd be too much like white guys where we didn't really care. It was all about our son and to hell with everybody else. You see what I'm saying? And what's happening is you got a lot of women pushing guys toward that thought process because what you cannot do, and I see Ringo thinking, what you cannot do, you cannot protect chaos creators. Let me say it one more time, Ringo. You cannot protect people who just want to go pick the apple off the tree God told you not to pick.
Yeah.
And we got too many women who want to create division and want to create chaos with their mouth. And guess what? What do the white people fear the most? Our strength, us getting guns. We men. So these women many a times are allowed to say some of the things they say based on their fear of what we might do. Yet, count the 360 circle, yet many of them are talking anti-male. See the conundrum here? So respectfully, what's happening is, well, even when you guys mentioned Derek Jackson earlier or anything else that goes on YouTube, I want you to think about the Level Up lady that just got busted for running scams and frauds on YouTube. She just got arrested. So we got too many people with melanated skin who are pretending so they can pay rent. And they're mixing with us, people who, back to your point, Jay Wise, who want to take care of our sons and daughters and move them forward. You know, so that's really the problem. We're sitting up here protecting the lower people, and we're not becoming the managers, owners, and supervisors ourselves because we don't want to seem like a-holes. But that's what I do. I'm from the hood. Shotgun, sold dope, had a couple of girls on the block. I changed all that. Now I got the same level of the game. It's just that I'm in the corporate arena. I'm the only black man in my building. Why? Because there ain't a lot of other dudes there. They're chasing vagina. Back to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah.
Go on. So
Yeah.
one sec. Do you know what's partly the problem as well? The reason why a lot of guys are allowed to commit crimes and that and get women and that, women allow for it to be okay because they're reproducing these men. If women were like, you know, fuck this shit, yeah, we don't want
they're hiding those, and they're hiding those, and they're hiding those dudes.
Yeah. Someone's things on in the background, you know. I think it might be you, Mr. Lisa.
Am I getting the echo?
Oh, it was anyway. Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to fucking say. Something along the lines of, these women are reproducing with these men and that. So they're basically saying, yeah, man, being a road man and being a thug on the street, yeah, it's all right because there's always women for you. When really and truly, the guy that goes and gets the degree, the guy that gets the doctorate or whatever, he's pushed to the side. But at the same time, you need to find that balance. So I think a lot of guys need to develop a bit more masculinity in that so that they are appreciated by women, because ultimately women want to reproduce masculinity and they don't want a soft man. So, you know, it's kind of like two sides of the coin, man. But yeah, go on, Brandon.
Yeah. Like going back to what research said, like a lot of guys that waste their time with women. I was watching a video and basically the guy was saying in the video that men who chase women, they spend over £500,000 or dollars in their whole life, and most of that is just because they've chased women.
Not me, fam.
But hold on, Ringo. They equate that based on time, not on actual dollars.
Oh,
so
okay.
the theory is one of the reasons why Asian guys go to the geisha bar and white guys go to the happy ending spa. Okay, because what they're thinking is, let's say you make $20 or $50 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're talking to a girl, let's say your game is super tight. You talking to a girl for 2 hours and you got her in the bed. That was really $40.
Shit, you know what, man?
I
like that thinking, you know.
Of your time, okay? You don't see it that way because there wasn't no money exchange. But in the eyes of some of these other high value type dudes, because these are the guys that I hang around, they'll drop that 40, get sucked off in 30 minutes and get right back to the money. So if you're making $20 an hour hypothetically in an 8-hour day, so you're doing like a good 160, you're not missing the $40 because you're not wasting the time that it takes to. And then you have some people, well, I want a girl to like me for me. Yeah, but you're using her for her mouth. You're using her for her sex. So yeah, you want her to like you for you, but just so your ego can feel inflated. The other guy is like $40 is like $5 to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's getting your same chick or better. He's getting a pop, and he back to the money. So it's a total different concept. I think that's what Ringo was talking about. I might be wrong.
Right, sorry. Let me just jump in there, innit? Yeah, I know you said something along the lines of a girl liking you for you or whatever, yeah. But like, it's a good feeling when a girl's just underneath your arm, and you understand. You don't want to feel like it's a transactional thing, like, oh well, unless you're gonna take me out, then you ain't gonna get nothing or whatever. You know, it's a nice feeling, man. So, but yeah, go on, Brandon.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I think most men, they do end up with a girl that's just with them for money. And then some men end up with a girl who likes them, you know, not just because of money, but because of who they are and as a person, outside of materialistic things. But I think most people are not going to find that, because I think most people settle. I think most women settle and most men settle because most people are not strategic enough in life, you know.
Yeah.
Very good point. Very good point. And what Ringo said is like, most people are not strategic. So let's talk strategic. One thing. This is what I teach my guys over on my channel. You got to be a wolf.
100.
You see, you out there, you shivering. Your stomach is cold. This chick ain't trying to help you. She trying to find somebody who got their situation on lock.
Mm.
Your penis might be bigger than everybody on the block, but it don't matter to that chick. That chick is about survival. Okay?
Just.
So that's coming first. And proof of that, you'll see gorgeous Latinos with little short guys with hairy chests. It don't matter to them. They're looking for protection from the
Fam, I've
cold.
never understood that, you know, but yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
Hey, I'm a well-traveled dude. I see it. So, Ringo left. So you see a bear in a cave. You go fight that bear. Your eye gets gouged out. Now it's your cave. Can't nobody just come here, snuggle up with you. I know you said it feels good with her, right? No. What is she doing for this cave? Because now your eye is gouged out. You done put some blood and sweat and something.
Yeah.
And she just can't come there and cuddle. She got to be cleaning. She got to go get some more wood for the cave. She got to do more than just cuddle. But see, that's the point, is that respectfully, this is kind of what I think Ringo was alluding to. Women have found out too many of us have a greater imaginary idea of them than they have of themselves. And to be honest, how old are you right now?
28.
You shouldn't even be worried about no chicks for another 8 years.
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
You at least by your mid 30s, 34. The reason being is because when you get ready to lose something like your house, your land, your business, now your dating is going to be very different. You might take a girl that's not so attractive, who fits your life plan that you're currently living. See, when you ain't got it super together, you willing to take it a chance, explore. You're willing to pick the girl up from the bus stop and that she's out there in the rain. Yeah. You willing to do that. But now when you got some property to lose, when you got the potential that she may take half your business, and me, Mr. Research, your business partner, I'm like, Jay Wise, I own 50% of this, bruh. What are we doing? What do you mean she gonna be part owner? Hold on, Jay. Jay, what's going on, bruh? And see, now the conversations are totally different. Now they make sense. Now you thinking like those old ass men were right. The big booty and a smile don't necessarily mean. I will take a basic looking chick because I'm so well understanding of how to craft a woman. I'll take her to the black and white store. I'll take her to No Style. I'll have her wear my style of clothes I like seeing on her. I'll have that same chick that you was laughing at look bomb, and you be like, that can't be the same chick.
Yeah.
That's the talent you got to get before you start saying you want to keep one. Because, bruh, the power they have is you needing them. Kind of like the white man. The white man needs for you to work for him. When you're on the same manager level as him, now he looks at you different. Don't mean hate.
But that ain't got nothing to do with color, though, I don't think.
No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with color unless you're in the States. In the States, it slightly has to do with color because 1995 was the creation of the internet. and those hip hop kids, those white hip hop kids who appreciated black people, have now become the older people. So before, it was a race thing. It was my grandfather told me something, and now it's still stuck in my head. I don't want to feel that way, but Jay Wise, dumb nigga. Jay Wise, stuff slips out of them. But now a lot of that has mellowed out since the creation of the internet. My point is that when you're a manager, owner, or supervisor, now it's mentality for mentality. You're just a educated, make more money than me. Let's say I'm your manager. I'm white as the driven snow. You make more money than me as my engineer. You're still my laborer. You're still my laborer. Yeah. You're still under me, and I decide whether you make money or don't make money.
Yeah.
And so that's how they look at it. They look at it as in a aristocrat type of way. You can be poor, but you own several properties. Are you really poor? You see what I'm saying? And so that's how they look at it. So we, as melanated people, need to get back to that type of thought process where, look, we don't even hire each other the way we should, Jay Wise.
No. Right. You see that there, yeah? See, I've spoken about this before. I am not hiring nobody based upon their color of their skin. I'm hiring someone if they have the skills to do the job properly. That's it.
Why?
Because it don't matter about the color of their skin. Now, if I'm just going to go out of my way, or not just me, because one person can't do it, but let's say the government say, oh, we're going to hire more black people for whatever reason. Yeah? That's not helping black people improve themselves, because they're going to think, well, I don't need to work that hard. I don't need to work hard at all because there's always going to be a job waiting for me. No, okay. I'm only hiring people who have the skills to do the job. Whether they're Chinese or they're blue or they're Indian or they're white, it don't matter. I don't discriminate. I'm not just going to hire a black man because he's a black man. No. Okay. No.
Let me ask you a question because I'm on that corporate side of things. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, if the Indian man is not thinking like you, he's hiring his people based on their flag. If the Chinese man is not thinking like you, he's hiring people based on his flag. Mathematically, how are you truly winning if you're surrounded by people like many offices are now, where you're on that standard yourself, but now you're outnumbered and everybody is looking at you like, we need to get rid of him so our cousin can get in here.
I do understand that.
Because you got to let me finish this thought because that's why I let you get your full thing in. You guys got to understand that level of thinking is not powerful. Numbers are powerful. So you do need to hire people just because they're Jamaican or just because they're Nigerian. Because you got to understand there's no mechanism. Keyword here is human resource mechanism. There is no mechanism to stop a Japanese human resources lady from only giving you, the manager, Japanese applicants and telling you we can't find no black people. But secretly, she stopped several black people from even seeing your desk. Right now, there's no mechanism for Indian. Why here in America, they have the H1N1 conversation. Now, think about this mathematically, and for you people in the chat room, think about this, because I drop all these little intellectual bombs. If you need an H1 visa because, quote unquote, there's not a lot of qualified people in America to do computers, right? Why are you only getting them from Iran and Pakistan? Let's put that to the side. But why does the Americans have to train them once they get there? Wouldn't they be doing the same thing if you picked an actual American?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's to let you know that there's a game being played that the melanated people don't realize. You're like, I want somebody qualified. Okay, that's you. You're 25% of the equation. How can you stop the 75% of the people from putting their people in, and now you're in an office by yourself. And what if people don't really care that you are qualified, Jay Wise? They simply want their flag brother to have your job. What you gonna do?
Yeah, you made a good point, man. But it's wrong. But you made a good point. So I can't.
But you know, respectfully, it's not wrong. It's the way power positions work. Black people, and I say this out of love, Black people have convinced themselves that, oh, we got to get the right person. No, blood. Before you were even born, it was called OJT, on the job training. People hire people based on passion to do the job, heart, desire. We'll train you. That's gone away. Now, you never hear a Japanese, Chinese, Indian person just out the blue, I'm only going to hire people who are the most qualified. They never make that statement. Melanated people are the only ones making that statement. So mathematically, for those people who enjoy math, you got to understand the algebra of, here's this melanated person saying, I'm going to be a gatekeeper. I'm only going to hire person most qualified. And then here's this other set of people not following that standard. You're going to be outnumbered in a 5-year gap. Go ahead while I answer this phone, sir.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's right, man. It's what he's saying is right. What he's saying is correct, but it's wrong. It's wrong. People should be hiring people based upon their skills and that. But he does make a good point about on-the-job training, though. Because I've said before, there's some people, they are qualified electrician, plumber, or whatever, and the reason why they're qualified electrician, plumber, whatever, is because they literally walked on the construction site and said, I have no training, someone train me up. But this couldn't happen nowadays because of all like qualifications and that. But back in like the 70s and 80s, a lot of people have done that. They've become skilled tradespeople literally by turning up to a construction site and say, someone give me a job, someone make me their apprentice. But yeah, he made a fucking good point, man. Yeah, I'm gonna name this snippet JY is getting schooled. Yeah, wait for him to get back. Yeah, it's sad we live in a world where people are concerned about the race and color of people's skin. Me, I don't give a damn, man. I'm not hiring a Jamaican man just because he's Jamaican. No. Funny enough, today, I actually approached a homeless man today because basically I'm refurbishing my flat. I need an extra pair of hands just to help me out, a little bit of painting, And I keep seeing this homeless man outside of KFC. So I had a brainwave. I was like, you know what, because I don't know who to ask for help or whatever. So I decided to drive in his direction where the KFC is to see if I see him. I see him and I said to him, yeah, man, like, I need some help. Are you willing to help me? And he said, listen, if my legs, there's something wrong with his legs. He's got like a muscular problem or something like that. He said, I'm on crutches, and he had the crutches laying next to him, whatever. He said, I will bite your hand off to help you out or whatever, innit? But yeah, man, it's a shame that he was unable to come to work and that, man. But yeah, I ain't gonna hire a man just because he's a black man. So yeah, he's back. I'll bring you back in a sec. He's just in the background. But yeah, man, I'm not hiring no one just because of the color of their skin, man. That would have been a nice story to tell as well, how I gave a homeless man a job. And you know what? I thought to myself as well, because basically when I get an extra pair of hands, I'm gonna just pay them £50 for the day. They're not gonna be doing no hard work, nothing like that. Literally a man with a paintbrush going like this, a paint roller on the wall going like this. So I'm just gonna pay a man £50. Then I thought to myself, if it's a homeless guy, I will pay him £30 or whatever because he's homeless. Then I thought to myself, nah, he's a fucking human being, you know. Blood, pay the man. Obviously, I ain't even got to that stage, but you know, I'm thinking about it. He's a human being. Why are you gonna pay him less just because he's a homeless man? What's the difference between him and a next man? Now, obviously, if he's a young teenager who's like 16, yeah, I'll pay them less because they're still young, they're still in school, whatever, innit? But this is a grown-ass man. Regardless of his situation and that, it don't matter. I'm going to pay him like I'll pay the next man who has a house, whatever, innit? To be fair, I don't think the guy's even homeless anyway. I think he just sits on the street and begs, but yeah. Oh, my man came back, but he went. So my man said, what's your thoughts on owning a home in another country you can't check on regularly? I mean, there's always that risk that people are going to be doing stuff to your house and just going to have to... You employ estate agents that you can trust. That's the best thing that you can do, really. No, I ain't got a house in Dubai. I got a house in... so it's a studio flat in Egypt, not Dubai. I must have said in one of the videos I've been to Dubai. No, but what happened was during that video I said I came back from Dubai, I think, or something like that maybe. But yeah. But yeah, you just employ estate agents that you can trust. That's it, man. At the end of the day, right, if you're going to be successful in this world, you're going to be managing different things, and that you're gonna need to put your trust in someone to manage something for you. You can't rely on yourself to be in 10 places at once. So yeah, that's basically it, man. Just have to trust. You have to find an estate agent that you can trust. Now, obviously, the estate agent that I bought the property off, I would just get them to manage it for me. But I'm not going to be able to do that with them anyway, because with that estate agent, they said to me, I have to buy the furniture through them. So you get like a bronze. Yeah, I'll bring you back in, yeah? Oh shit, one sec. Yeah, you get like a bronze, silver and gold package. Let's say the bronze is $3, let's say the silver's $4, let's say the gold is £5,000. You have to pay for the furnishing package through them, and then they'll manage it. If you decide to furnish the property yourself, then they won't manage the property for you. But yeah, we say Mr. Research. Yeah, back to the topic. Yeah, what you're saying is correct, man. But it's wrong in terms of that's not the way things should run, innit? Now, obviously, I know people are going to think, well, it's not about the way the things should run. That's how things do run, innit? But yeah, nah, man. I'm only going to... But you know what? Maybe it's a thing where they employ... Nah, because I was going to say employing family. But how big's your fucking family? Yeah.
No, so it's what I call flag culture. I created this term called flag culture. And so what has happened is... where are your grandparents from?
Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what has happened with melanated children is we haven't given you guys true history of the difference between Saint Anne and Negril. We haven't given you history of that Jamaica was a place where they where more of the gay plantation owners were, and they tried to do buck breaking specifically down in that area. Or so on and so forth, or the fact that Nigeria really named is not Nigeria. That's the name a white woman named it. It's really Nok Empire and Neri. And Cameroon ain't really Cameroon. So these type of things, we need to lift the veil, because what has happened is you guys, you're born and you're like, well, this is my reality. This is what I know. Well, the shadiness of power doesn't operate like that. And you have to get, because somebody just invited me to a show to talk about Africa and what they need to do. Africa needs a union because you can't just keep working for whites. You'll start to hate whites. But it ain't that whites are bad people. They just outmaneuvered you mentally. You're growing cocoa in Africa, and little white children everywhere think that cocoa comes from the Swiss Alps. That ain't nobody's fault. So the same thing is true in the theory you and I are talking about. You believe it should be fair based on, but that's why we had unions back in the day, the Brits and the Americans. We had unions because we realized middle management wasn't fair. Middle management were opportunists. Human resources didn't used to be a major factor. They were just paper pushers. But now they get to decide, hey, I don't like the name Jay Wise. Sounds too ethnic. I'm gonna pick McGillicuddy because it reminds me of my grandmother. You're laughing, but that's
yeah.
I'm from the shoot 'em up streets, and I didn't know all this until I started moving up the rank. I have 5 certifications in medical. So this is why I was getting all these phone calls, because sometimes people see my information, and they want to, and this goes to what high value is too, the connections you have. So people see my information, they're like, how can we get you to do consulting? How can you get us to do something at night? So even though I got money, I'm constantly evaluating what I'm doing. And then I run two online companies. Like I created a company more so for Black men. It's just that Black men don't value it. But I put in applications for people. Imagine that. I charge people like $200, and you're going to get like 125, 30 applications put in for you. We're going to search your area and just attack everything that you're qualified for before it disappears.
That's fucking good, Yeah.
But the problem is, once again, just like what we're talking about with the it ain't right, we got to understand the people who are Pakistanis who are trying to protect Pakistanis don't care about right. Brits, the Welsh who are trying to protect Welsh people are not concerned about right. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 Germans in the crown right now that ain't even from Wessex. So everybody's trying to protect their lane, and melanated people need to start realizing, hey, even though I don't like Jay Wise, let me bring Jay Wise in, even if it's just the mail room. Even though Jay Wise is Jamaican and I'm from the States, let me bring him in. Because if Jay Wise, what happens is, now get this, all this stuff used to be Black controlled, and now it's not. Because we didn't bring our children into these positions like everybody else does. Your area out there in the UK used to be all Jamaican ran. Didn't protect it. Over here in the States, all black unions. Didn't protect it. And so now the children got to start over again while everybody else stuck together.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Go ahead, talk too much. Let me give you the mic.
Nah, you're right, man. You're right. If you allow people into the clique, then they're going to infiltrate and they could take over easily. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. It's not good though, but you're right.
That's why I always try to stop people from that thinking of, because I've been in this power lane for about 20 plus years. And that's why I try to stop people from thinking like, I'm only going to hire somebody qualified. No. You're falling right into the plan of what they want you to do. That's gatekeeper talk. They want you to do that. Meanwhile, you ever wonder why you got to train this Pakistani guy who just got to America? Well, how did he even get the job? You ever wonder why you got to train this Russian guy? Well, you ever see the correlation that the manager in the other department is Russian? And you're saying, that can't be it. Slavic,
No, I laugh. Yeah.
Slavic stick together, bro. What are you talking about? I lived in Romania, man, for like almost 10 months, man. Romania is right next door to Russia. And this was like 92. And it was just amazing to see the Slavics are a little bit lighter than you. They're like a gypsy type of black Latin person, right?
Yeah.
And those are the Romanians. And the Ukrainians are like very bright white. They like DJ Vlad. They like very bright white. Russians never liked Ukrainians, but they were cool with the Romanians. Russians don't really like Africans because Russians don't like scams. Russians are very warrior type of people, but they're cool with African Americans because African Americans like to fight.
Yeah.
So it's just the complex of power is that I'm trying to share with you. It's nobody cares about coins or getting a bag. It's about making their children have an easier ride. What do you say?
So what was you doing out in Romania anyway?
So I was putting up concert stage for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I accidentally met a guy who he needed somebody to, it's called being a rigger, somebody to get strapped by a belt, taken up very high, no parachute, and do a bunch of riveting. So
Is
I
that
did.
your phone ringing again? Oh, his phone's ringing.
That's the other phone. That's the entertainment phone. I got one phone just for entertainment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got one phone I pull all of my apps on.
All right. Yeah. I think one of the reasons why black people don't get that far as well, because a lot of us, we have short-term thinking. Yeah. So my area that I grew up in is next to another black dominated area. And I've seen over the years, lots of Caribbean shops, probably Jamaican shops come up and they disappear after a year. Before there's any dust on the sign, the shop has disappeared because black people, we have short-term thinking. We think, get quick money and spend it. We need to drop that. We need to think about buying properties and being more established. Because a lot of foreigners that come over here, they buy properties in this country or they build back home, one of the two. Black people, some of us do. Like some of the foreign black people, like the Jamaicans or the Africans, they build back home. So like my grandma built back home. Some of my friends' parents, they've got properties back home, even if they live in council houses here, innit? But a lot of black people who are born here don't own here. And that's wrong.
That's true. But because this is why white people say black people don't care about their children. Because you're supposed to own so you can leave your children something. Me and my dad never got along. Left me alone.
Yeah, I don't know my dad neither.
Yeah. So my point is, when you out here busting nuts and getting off, you got to remember this little one don't really care about the fact that your mom was a fun girl. Back in the day, in the Victorian days, bastards got to have a pathway toward righteousness at least. Now we don't even give bastards pathways toward righteousness. You know what I'm saying? We just off doing us. Somebody made a comment. They said they think that people's perception of race. So it isn't that people's perception of race. There is no such thing as race. Race is a word called rasse, R-A-S-S-E. You can go look it up. It is an Italian slang word that was created in the 1400s. In the 1600s, plantation owners in America picked it up. Nobody understands the concept of race. It is something that's an American thing that we've polluted England with and we've polluted other places with. That's why in England, you'll see where they had slavery also, but they didn't care that their slaves knew how to read. They didn't care that their slaves would keep their second language. America cared. America was like, let me beat it out of them. I don't want them to know nothing about nothing. So the race concept, Miss Nadia, is not so much of a people don't understand the perception. Melanated people, just like me and Jay Wise, we need to understand how it relates toward power. There is no such thing as race. It's just culture and ethnicity. Race is a created slang word. Please go look it up. Italian word, R-A-S-S-E.
R-A-S-S-E. Yeah. So, but for me, I don't know why everyone focuses on race so much and sees race. Me, I don't. And the thing is, I grew up in a black area, just around black people, but I just don't care about a man's race. Now, funny enough, all of my friends are black, and I only have black friends. The only person who's close to me who's not black is Nadia. Nadia's my girlfriend, isn't it? But other than that, she's mixed. But other than that, I don't have no non-black people around me. But I don't care about race. I don't know why.
Well, you're right. You don't care about it, but just remember that's why I gave you the background of how it got created. It's only created to keep melanated people as laborers. That's the key word. Race has to do with who are the laborers. Let me give you another Russian example. The Serbs.
Serbians, yeah?
No, it's not just Serbians. It's that whole region. Georgia, Armenia, they consider all of those Serbs. Okay? It's more than just the land. The mentality is Serbs, going all the way back to Catherine the Great in Russia. The people hate when I do history, but history is relative to 2021. The Serbs, or even the Ottoman Empire, which is Turkey. The thought process with Catherine the Great was, who are going to be our disposable soldiers and disposable slaves? That was the Serbs. You see what I'm saying? This is before Georgia and all that got even established. These people are going to go to the front of the line. That's what the wall was all about. These people are going to go to the front of the line for us. So race, you don't care about it, but they care about, not the people now, but the people back then cared about it, because their concept was, I'm going to make Jay Wise and Nadia feel so bad about their melanated skin that they're going to not only work for me, but I'm going to make them feel as if they've elevated beyond this race concept, when in actuality, there is no race concept. Just like there was no such thing as phenotype. Phenotype was a word created by the Greeks.
What is a phenotype?
So phenotype was created by the Greeks. And this is why they call me Mr. Research around these YouTube things. So back in the days, you can look up the word Minoans. Minoans. So the Minoans were the original Greeks. You see in their artwork, they were black people like you and I.
Serious?
So, yeah. Please go look it up. They were black people like you and I. The Macedonians were white. They lived up above Greece. Okay. So what happened was, the Greeks were a small enclave of old men searching for knowledge, and they went over to Egypt to gain knowledge. Now, I'm going to blow your mind with something. You ever heard the story of Hercules?
Yeah.
And you heard about his father, Zeus, right?
Yeah, in the clouds, yeah.
Yeah, you heard about Thor.
Yeah, it's mainly to do with like the Vikings, or like Swedish kind of Scandinavian, I don't know. So, yeah.
And you heard about Odin.
Nah, never heard of Odin, no.
Odin is Thor's father.
Oh, okay.
So Zeus is father to Hercules, and Odin is father to Thor. Did you realize the Greek created Odin and Thor? It wasn't the Vikings.
Oh, okay.
The Greeks created it. So what's so funny is, according to their own timeline, Odin and Zeus existed at the same time.
Yeah, there can't be two gods.
How does that happen? But here's how it happened. When you look at the pottery of Libya, there's a famous pottery of Hercules fighting the Libyans. These African stories of Zeus and Hercules existed way back before Phoenicia even existed. Phoenicia controlled the whole Mediterranean Sea. So way before the Greeks were created, and you got to remember, Rome was only created in 200 before Christ. Only 200 before Christ. That whole area existed way before then. But what the Greeks did was, they heard these stories that were down in Egypt, and they rewrote them. So when you want to know what a phenotype is, it is the Greeks rewriting their version of what's important in the world.
Oh shit, yeah.
So skin color came into to the fact. The Minoans were lighter skinned. The Macedonians were whiter. Greeks are the cousins of Rome. They just start writing, hey, these people who are lighter are more phenotypical us. These who are darker are more phenotypical not. And you say, oh, Mr. Research, but what does that mean? Well, when you look at the flags, which is why I came up with flag culture, when you look at the flags of that region, you'll see Black people with red scarves on their head. But it's an all-white area. How did that happen? Well, because that area was Black populated, talking about the Crete Isles, and so on, and so on, and so on. All they did was they came up with a terminology and just whitewashed it with a pen over the centuries. And so now you hear more of Odin and Thor and less of Zeus and Hercules. You hear them say that the Macedonians, all of them now get you, were wiped out by one big tidal wave. Come on. I mean, the Minoans were wiped out by a big tidal wave. No, the Macedonians killed them and took over and became. Yeah. That's all that happened. Yeah. That's my long-winded way of giving you the history on why it comes out to that way. If people disagree, all I suggest that you do is mathematically show me where I was wrong. Because one thing we do in Black culture, we say, oh, Mr. Research, BS, that can't be it. Okay, show JWise your better information.
Yeah. Someone's asking, what's your channel?
So if you type in Mr. Research, you'll pop up with it. So I got 4 different channels, but one I do most of this conversation like we're having now, I do on my Mr. Research channel. So just type in Mr. Research and it'll pop up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna type it in the chat. Yeah, so
I'm glad you allow us to have these conversations with you, JWise, because
of course, man. Yeah.
I love this invention the Black woman created, the ability to talk over the internet. Well, the only problem is she didn't patent the technology.
Yeah.
Which goes to what you and I were saying earlier. Keep working for white folks. Now her children can't eat.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got to take a couple of calls. What would you like to do, brother? You got the last word. You got the last word. I got to go take a couple of calls.
Nah, man, that's it, man. Nah, man. Thanks for coming on, man. You're a smart man.
You're smart, man. Only on Thursdays.
Only on Thursday. Yeah. All right, cool, man.
All right, then. Au revoir, from friend.
All right, take it easy. See you. My man knows his take, boy. Yeah, he's a smart man. But yeah, go and check out Mr. Research. Yeah, JY's getting schooled, fam. But comes with experience, you know, and age and that. So yeah. As you get older, you get wiser and that. So. But yeah, Black people, man, we need to stop having such a short-term mindset, man. Like I said before, in Tottenham, bagger shops come up, and within a year, they shut down. Before any dust is on the sign, shop gone into liquidation and that, because their mind is thinking about spending money before money's even coming. Yeah, well, yeah, feel free to scrub back 25 minutes, man. Yeah, man, he was dropping a lot of knowledge in that there, man. But yeah, you said something earlier, Tony, about creating start owning modern houses and small business, for example, and start creating no job. Unfortunately, obviously, there's a lot of young Black people that do want to work. but there's a hell of a lot that don't. And it kind of ties into what I said about that short-term mindset and that. You've got a man out here for 10 years, they work in these little bullshit jobs. Oh, little removal business here. Oh, I'm going to work for Sky. Oh, I'm going to go back to college and do carpentry. Oh, fuck carpentry. I'm going to do sports science and that. For 10 years, they're just fucking about. Instead of, why don't you just fucking get a trade? Even if you don't like it, it's better than working some bullshit job that you're not going to like anyway. Become useful to the world and earn some money for it. No, for 10 years, I'll fuck around and jump from job to job and waste my time rather than sacrifice 3 to 5 years and get a good, solid trade, a good, solid education, go to university. Like when you go to, and about the uni thing is, when you go to uni, get a proper degree that means something, not some vague degree. Get a proper fucking degree that's going to be useful to the world and that. Because a lot of people spoil the reputation of going to uni. And I hate when I hear people, say, oh, well, I know someone who's gone to uni and, you know, they haven't got a job. And I know someone else who hasn't gone to uni and they're doing well for themselves. Education without ambition is like a car with no wheels. If you do not have drive and ambition, you're not going to go nowhere. You can have 10 degrees, you can have 6 PhDs or whatever. It's not going to make no fucking difference. You need to have some more ambition in this world, man. You just have ambition, man. Get a proper degree. Yeah, get a proper fucking degree. I'd rather be a freelancer if I had no ambition to start my own business, because you could set your own rates and time schedule. Yeah. Yeah. So basically saying you rather be self-employed than that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Get a proper skill or trade, whatever, or get a good education in a field that's going to pay some decent money. I hate when people try and, I don't know, let's just call it demonizing uni. They need to think to themselves, if uni is such a waste of time, who taught you in school? When you get sick, who do you go to? You go to a doctor. If unfortunately you end up in court, who's going to back you? A solicitor or a lawyer? All three of these people, they went to uni. Furthermore, when you go to the pharmacy after your doctor, who has a degree, has prescribed you with the right drugs, when you go to the chemist or the pharmacy and the chemist or the pharmacist gives you drugs, he didn't just learn that reading the textbook in his yard or watching a YouTube video. The man went to uni, or the woman went to uni, bro. So I hate when people demonize uni and act like it's a waste of time. And no, the people then that go to uni, they're wasting their time. They're not going to uni for the right reason. They're just going because they're just going. You know, there's certain people that go to uni, they take out the loan, so like you get the uni loan or whatever, and they go and finance a car. How are you financing a car and you don't even have a fucking job? Now, it might be a cheap finance on a little Corsa, but bro, they're just financing cars for the sake of it. And they end up in some mad debt as well. Those are the people that give uni a bad reputation and that. But computers. Obviously, medicines. That goes without saying. That's a good thing to get into. Obviously, computer science, definitely, that's good as well. One of our brethren, he says he earns about 10 grand a month. Yeah, 10 grand a month this time. Yeah, not like last time where I made a mistake. Yeah, my friend, one of my brethren earns about 10 grand a month, so he's on good money. I don't know what's a STEM degree. I've never heard of that before. I don't know what that is. Yeah, explain, or someone else explain what a STEM degree is, because I've never heard that before. But yeah, computer science, that's good. I think Brandon said he wanted to get into like cyber security or something like that. One of my same friend who earns the 10 grand a month or close to that, whatever. He's into cybersecurity. So yeah. Yeah. Science, tech, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah. Like, I don't want to disrespect business degrees, because I know there's some people there with business degrees and stuff. But business degrees, for me, that's just it's too vague. Because, you know, everyone's got a degree in business or whatever. You know what I'm saying, isn't it? And a lot of those people, they're the ones that end up not having a good job or whatever, innit? And obviously, I don't want to wash my mouth on anyone, because I know there's some people. I know someone who told me not too long ago, within the last year, they have a business degree and they earn £500 a day. So obviously, you can still make it if you want. Like I said, ambition. If you got education, you still need to have ambition and drive. That person has ambition and drive. Because I know someone else, they have a degree in business, but they drive a bus. And I told them, you can do better than this, and they can. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go into uni and you're an educated man, you've got a degree, you've got a bachelor's, you can do something better than driving a bus. You know what? If you have a passion for driving a bus, then fine. If you generally enjoy driving buses, then do something that you can find a way to turn that into a business. And I told someone that I know who drives a bus, who has a business degree, why don't you start your own coach? Like, try and buy like a mini bus and try and like find ways to find clients to drive around. So basically, like, all the time you see like, I know in Edmonton, like, you will see like a Methodist church, and they have their own bus, like their own mini bus. Now, I don't know, everyone rendezvous at one point on a Sunday morning at 8:30 in the morning, and they get on the Methodist church mini bus or whatever. It's like a 15-seater or something like that, and they drive down the road. There's one right near my mum's yard in Edmonton when I go running. Try and find a way to have to get clients where you're driving people around. If you really have a passion for driving buses for whatever reason, start your own coaching business. Whatever, every business, every big company that you see started off with one man or two or three men. Arriva didn't just pop out of nowhere. Metro Line bus didn't just pop out of nowhere. First bus didn't just pop out of nowhere. Businesses like B&Q, they had one shop. It all starts off with one, or at least it starts off from somewhere, innit? Like a little 1 or 2 man or whatever. Man, like fucking AY London. Bro, it's been a long time, fam. I ain't seen you in the live streams for a while. See, man, always see your comments and that on YouTube when they come true. But yeah, I ain't seen you in the live streams for a while, man. You saying you good, yeah? But you see this though, he's got a music degree, but he still ain't found a job. But how hard is he looking though? Is he sending out 10 CVs? Is he putting in the work? Because some man, they'll look for a little while and they give up and that. Yeah, how hard is he trying? That fucking dog, I swear. Press 1 if you can hear the dog barking in the background. But yeah, how hard is he trying, man? That's what I'm saying. Amazon was started by Jeff Bezos in the garage. one. This dog is gonna be fucking famous, How can man, yeah, how can a dog, how can people type in the dog's name if you know the fucking dog's name? Yeah? Type in Nadia, don't spoil it, obviously you know the dog in it. Yeah? Type in the dog's name. I know AY London knows the dog's name. Yeah, type in the dog's name if you know what my neighbor's dog's called. I'm really sitting there waiting, you know, like waiting for a man to type in anyway. Maybe no one knows, but yeah, people know my neighbor's fucking dog for barking. Dog's famous, fam. But yeah, man, it always starts off from that one thing. The man said Ollie Hopkins, yeah, Ollie, yeah. Yeah. Alright, take it easy, fam. Yeah, man, the dog's name's Ollie, man. That's why, like, I released that video the other day. I think it was 2 days ago or something like that. And you know the maddest thing is as well, yeah? So that video I released 2 days ago when I was talking about if you fail, try something new or something like that. Because I made that video a long time ago. I just released it the other day. And I saw about I started the vending machine business and that failed. You know, on Facebook, you get like a memory that pops up on like your news feed, but only you see it. So basically, it will pop up and it will say on my Facebook, "Oh, 3 years ago, you took this picture. Would you like to share this memory?" You know, 2 days ago, well, 3 years and 2 days ago, I took a picture of when I first installed my first vending machine at my uni. And 2 days ago, it was either yesterday or the day before that, or whatever. That's when I released that video talking about when I started a vending machine business. It failed, but it led me to go and do other things. And that. Imagine that coincidence, because I just released a video randomly. I'm like, fuck, I ain't released a video this week, yeah? Let me just release that video. Man, for try new things all the time. Nah. If you fail, try something new. Try something new. You're not going to be successful at everything. That's what you need to understand. Me, I might not be a successful YouTuber. I probably won't. But you know what? I don't care. I enjoy getting on live streams and talking to man. Now, obviously, I hope like one day I do pop off and that. But if I don't, oh well. I understand that I'm not going to be successful at everything. So it don't hurt me. They don't hurt me. Unfortunately, some people, they can make 20 videos and blow up. But are they people with properties and that? Are they still living in their mum's yard? Are they struggling to get employment and that? So yeah, they might be a successful YouTuber, but they're a successful YouTuber in a small box room on the first floor of their mum's yard. Yeah, unfortunately. So you're not going to be successful at everything, man. There's, you know, me, I'm good at buying properties. I'm good at saving up to buy properties and stuff. Yeah, I look successful in that, but there's a lot of stuff I fail at. Bro, I still got I still got a Citroen C1 around the corner that I bought. When did I buy this car? I bought this Citroen C1 in like, I think was it December? Like November or something. Still ain't sold it. But you know what? Me, I'm a man. I just buy things and forget about it. Please believe I forget about that property in Egypt, you know. It's almost as if I don't have it. It's almost as if it don't really exist, you know, because it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. It's one of them things that I just forget about it. But then again, I see that car all the time, and I don't even think to myself, oh yeah, I need to sell it or whatever. So yeah, man, in life you're gonna start a lot of things and fail. You're gonna start a lot of things. You're gonna try a lot of things, and you're gonna fail at a lot of things. You have to understand that to become successful, you're going to have to fail at a lot of things. You're going to have to attempt a lot of things. You're going to have to shoot 100 shots. You might miss 99, but you get that one day. So, yeah, never give up, man. Always try something new. I'm going to be off in 10 minutes. Like, this is serious. I'm going to be off in 10 minutes, though, because I ain't had my dinner yet and I need to still cook. I should not be cooking at 9:30, man. It's too late for that. You know, I ain't even gonna have dinner. I'm just gonna eat pot noodle for dinner. Fuck it. But yeah, I'm coming off in 10 minutes anyway, because this is supposed to be a 1 hour live stream. But yeah, man. In life, you're gonna fail at a lot of stuff, innit? But it's all fun though, man. You're learning. It's all about learning. You're never gonna learn if you do the same thing all the time. Like I said, I'm sure I said in that video, what are you gonna learn if you get on the train at Edmonton Green? What are you gonna learn if you get on the train at Edmonton Green and you get off at Euston, Monday to Friday, doing the same thing, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, to the point where it's like, it's so mad, yeah? This is so mad. I was working at a job in Holborn for 4.5 months straight. I used to board the train pretty much the same carriage every time, Monday to Friday. I used to get on the carriage Monday to Friday. I used to always see this one particular light-skinned girl sitting on the carriage. I worked there from the end of August 2019 to January 2020, yeah? I got fired from that job because the man's a fucking rebel. Couple months later, man's come up to Northampton and kind of moved. So man's left London now. I didn't work from January 2020 until January 2021. I didn't work for a whole year. I got back on the train. It wasn't the first time, but like I got back on the train after a week of starting this new job. I see the same girl on the same fucking carriage. People are doing the same thing day in, day out. This is why people's lives don't change. How can I see a girl consecutively for 4 months straight, pretty much every day? Obviously, you know, people miss the train or whatever, or I might be late or whatever. But I see this girl consecutively for 4 months straight. I take out a whole year of work. I get back on the same train at the same time. The girl's still on the fucking train. Life is too routine, man. You never want to get into the routine of just getting up, going to the same job and doing the same thing day in, day out. I mean, if you do that, your bread and butter, cool. But what are you doing on the weekend though, fam? What are you doing with your spare time? Are you doing foolishness? Or are you doing things to better your life? Are you at least attempting? Man for attempt all the time, man. I swear, hold on. Ain't that my man, what's his name? The one from Star Wars, I used to like watching the old Star Wars. I ain't even seen this Star Wars. Oh my days, fam. Justin. What's going on, fam? Where you been, fam? Yeah? Where you been, fam? I've been out here, you know. Just doing 1-2 little live streams here and there, you know. Oh, you ride a bike, innit? Blood, I come off my bike not too long ago, you know. I was all right, though. Man's wearing the full gear and that. This was on the M25. I'm actually going back down to London tomorrow so that on Saturday morning I can take my bike to the garage. Yeah, the man said he's grinding. Yeah, he done, man. Come on, fam. Yeah, so, yeah. I've been out here. Yeah, man. Now, put it this way. Man, them need to be going to work, and then when they come back from work, they need to have something that they're pursuing. Even if it's not making their money right then and there, that's cool. Even if you're writing a book, that's fine. You need to always be pursuing something. Like me, I feel guilty. Like, imagine today. So I do testing on people's properties, yeah? I usually do 4 jobs a day. I done 1 job, then I went to 2 jobs. The people then weren't in the house. So they were cancellations. Now the woman that gives me work is off work. So she already had these pre-booked as she always does, but I can't call her to say, oh, give me some other jobs because these people then is cancelled. So I went to one job, done the job. Went to the second job, no access. Went to the third job, no access. So as soon as that happened, I went to my flat and was painting and that. I was there for about 3 hours or something like that. Went to another job, done it. And then one of the people that didn't answer the door, they called me and said, oh, sorry, I was out or whatever. But yeah, you can come now. I got home at like 4:30 or something like that, which is quite late for me to come home. You know, I was sitting in my kitchen thinking, yeah, I should go back to that flat and do some more work. I'm just like, blood, you need to chill out, fam. Like, relax. Me, I always feel like I need to be on the go, being busy. I don't like it. Bro, you think I sit in my yard and watch TV, fam? I don't watch TV. I don't even have a fucking living room, blood. Blood, look at my living room. It's an empty room. I don't have a living room. I don't have a living room. Now, maybe I might buy some sofas or something like that, but I don't have a living room. I'm too busy to be sitting down on a sofa watching TV. I have a TV in my bedroom, but I didn't buy that recently. I had that TV since I was at my mum's yard. Since like what? 2012? Yeah, 2012. I'm not fucking, me, I'm a man, I don't like to waste time and that. I mean, obviously every now and then you want to sit down and relax and that, but man, then when you come home from work, you should not be doing this. Bashing buttons on your remote control. Nah, fam. No. Fuck that, man. Save that for the old pensioners and that. And even then, today, or was it yesterday, I was listening to one of my snippets. You know, like man cut up the live streams and that. And I was talking about, in this snippet, I was talking about something along the lines of, if you want to predict your future, or if you want to know where you're going to end up in life, all you need to do is look around and look at the people who are older than you, who are on the same path. So, for example, if I want to find out, you know, pretty much how much I'm going to be worth, or how rich I would be, or how much I'll be worth as an electrician in 20 years' time or whatever, all I have to do is remember the man them that I was working around at Holmes Harringay. Because their man there was 20, 30 years older than me. And they really, from what I've seen and what they've told me, they don't really have that much. Yeah, maybe like 1, 2 properties here and there, but they're 50, 55, 60 years old. But I don't want to be 55, 60 years old with 1, 2 properties, unless they're fucking mansions or something like that. Nah, man. Nah, so if you don't want to be like certain people, if you look at your parents, and you don't want to be like your parents, whatever path your parents is on, you need to get off that path, blood, because that's where you're going to end up. How can you walk down the same path as someone, but not end up at the same destination? If you're on the same path as someone, you're going to end up where they are. So if you don't want to end up where your parents are, unfortunately, your parents might be living in a council house. I come from a council house. If you don't want to end up in a council house, whatever path your parents went down, get off that path. Yeah. Like Nadi said, the only time I watch TV is when she's there. Yeah. Other than that, I don't sit down and watch TV and that. Nah, I'm too busy, man. I'm too busy. But yeah, I'll be off in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'll be off. When I was doing my gas training, other trainees were saying they're ready to be gas engineers for the next 40 years. I was thinking, yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Justin, you're a gas engineer. and you can do other trades as well. I remember, I'm sure it was you that was saying that in one of the live streams. But the world is your oyster, fam. Yeah. You see a man like Justin, he's got other qualifications in some other stuff, I believe. A man like that, a man will never go hungry. A man will never be homeless. See, gas, electric, and air conditioning. You see that there? You will always need a man to come fix your boiler. You will always need a man to wire up your boiler so your boiler can function. And businesses and that, and obviously houses, if people then can afford it, will always need air conditioning. Especially countries like Jamaica and Dubai and these hot countries and that. You know, we can do without air conditioning in the UK, but even then, certain shops, all Asda and that, they all got air conditioning and that. So yeah, we can't even do without air conditioning and that in this country, let alone the hot countries and that. A man like that will always have a job to go back to. Never go hungry. Will never be struggling. But man, them who just before you came in, Justin, as well, I was saying this as well, and you will know as well, especially because you're from Brixton as well. So you're from the ends, you're ends, man. You know, bare man. Man, them for 10 years, from the age of 20 to 30, they should have just, for 3-4 years, maybe 5 years, invested in a good skill or good trade, like gas engineer, plumber, electrician, mechanic, whatever. They should have done that. But instead, no, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to try this little thing here. Little money-making scheme here. Or I'm going to start trading. Now, I'm not knocking trading, but blood, just do that on the side. And if it pops, it pops. If it don't, you got to trade, yeah? Trading here on the side, or I'm going to work for Sky, or I'm going to go back to college to do this and do that. Just jumping from ting to ting to ting, whatever, innit? When instead, what they should have done was pursue a trade, like gas engineer, plumber, whatever, or go to uni and get a degree that means something and pursue that degree as well. Don't get a degree in music and then try to give out job applications for a couple of months and then give up. No, once you get your degree, you be on it hard, fam. Because I know bare man right now, they're pushing, almost touching 30s. They have no skill. Bro, let me tell you something right now. I don't want no one to feel a certain way, but reality is reality. If you don't have a decent skill or trade or a decent education, you are pretty much useless to the world, useless to the employment world. You don't want to be in a position like that, because when you enter workplaces and that, people can just get rid of you just like that. If you work in Asda and you stock shelves, or you are a security guard, like a doorman outside of a club, man will get rid of you, because a manager, employer will know as soon as they've got rid of you, there's 10 men on reserve waiting to take your place. Like man made that video when I said I quit my job and my white employer called me back the next day so I can come back. I quit the job. I was at the job for 1 day and I quit the same day. The man called me back the next day to come back. Do you think if I worked in Asda or Argos or I was a doorman, you think my employer would have called me back? But we would have had someone to fill my boots the next day, same day. But because I have a skill, because I have a trade, because I am of value to the workplace, I'm not easily replaceable. These companies can't just find electrical testers just like that. That's why I'm working through this company, through an agency, because it's difficult to find skilled tradesmen. There's lots of them out there, but there's not enough. There's not enough. But there's plenty of men who will stock shelves in Asda, will work in a call center, will work as a doorman, will work at fucking Arsenal or Tottenham Stadium on fucking servery. Because the job you're doing, you are not of high value. You are not useful to them. They can replace you just like that. High turnover. And then you put yourself in a position where your boss don't even have to respect you. Your boss don't have to respect you. Do you know why? Because they can get rid of you. You know, I'm going to start making more videos where I compare, because as you know already, I'm a man, I do a lot of thinking. Employment is very similar to a relationship. Like, so the relationship dynamics between a man and a woman. Yeah? If your boss sees you as someone that is easily replaceable, i.e. a man that works in Asda or a security guard, your boss don't have to respect you. But if your boss sees you as someone as fucking hell, it's going to be difficult to replace this motherfucker. I have to respect this person. I have to make sure that I look after them, whatever. Now, obviously, if the employee is disrespectful, I'll get rid of that motherfucker. But if your employer sees you as someone who is a scarce resource, they have to respect you. If you're with a girl right now and your girl looks at you and thinks, I can easily replace you, you are not a scarce resource, I can find another guy just like you, they don't have to respect you because they can replace you just like that. But if you present yourself in a certain way, if you present yourself as if you're a catch to your girl is going to think twice about fucking things up. Because she knows, where am I going to find that guy again? Yeah, there's lots of guys like him out there, but I don't come across them that easily. Yeah, man, employment is a lot like being in a fucking relationship. Oh shit, let me get to this comment. Even when they go to jail, they don't utilize the time to become better. Yeah, 100%. Fucking hell, man. You got Einstein in this motherfucker. Have a maths and physics degree. Yeah, man. When you got a degree in maths or physics, you are a smart man. Definitely. Blood, the man said machines are coming for man's job. You see in Northampton, yeah, they got these little robot things that drive around. I don't know if they're delivering food or medicine or something like that. These little white robot little things. They're like, I don't know, knee high or whatever, depending on how tall you are, obviously. But yeah, these little robot things, and I think they can even, they can cross the road as well, like cross the road where there's traffic and that. So yeah, but yeah, if you work on the checkout at fucking Asda, bro, your job's easily replaceable, not by a human being, by a machine, fam. Haven't you seen all these self-checkout machines? We don't need people. We don't need unskilled people no more. Do you know why? Because we can get a machine to do that job. A machine, I was going to say, don't call in sick. Right, machines do fuck up, but you know what? They just get one man to monitor and repair 10 machines rather than having to pay 10 people sick pay. Remember, if a machine is faulty, the machine's faulty for a couple of hours, so long as they can get a man on site to fix the machine. If someone goes off sick, they can go, you know, with these companies, yeah, because I've taken the piss before, you know, with employment like PAYE and that, bro, you can go off sick, full pay for 6 months straight, and your employer can't do nothing about it. So long as you go to work, you go to your doctor and you say, Doc, I'm feeling stressed or whatever, they can give you a sick note and you keep topping it up every week or whatever, because they make it difficult for people, so they make you go every week instead of once a month, whatever. You keep going and saying you're stressed. Your employer has to pay you 6 months full pay. I believe it's still 6 months full pay. Your employer has to pay you 6 months full pay, and they can't do nothing about it. After the 6 months, it's half a month's wages. And miraculously, everyone recovers from their stress at the 5 mark, at the 6 month mark. Ain't that a coincidence? When they know their pay is going to be halved, then everyone, they snap out of their stress and they decide, I'll come back to work. So what people do is at the 4.5 mark, that's when they aren't so stressed and they return back to work. So yeah, this is why the machines are replacing man, because machines don't get pregnant. You don't have to pay a machine maternity leave and paternity leave for 2 weeks. Machines don't call in sick. Machines don't arrive late to work. Machines don't give you back chat. If anything, machines become faulty, but then you just pay a man to fix that machine. But that machine will be there on time, all the time. The machine don't go home. The machine is stationary. No, they're clowning. Yeah. Couple more minutes. No, this ain't gonna be no. You know what? I'm coming off at 10 o'clock. 7 minutes. Yeah, it's 9:53 at the moment. So yeah, machine will replace your blood clot. Yeah, one day there will be a machine doing electrical testing on people's houses and that. But by then I won't be no worker anyway, so it don't matter to me. But yeah, man, you don't want to be in a position where you can be replaced easily. Yeah, so back to the comparing relationship with your girl like a job. If your girl does not see you as of value, she's either gonna disrespect you and or replace you. Either one is definitely gonna happen. Every girl, if they're watching this live or watching this on the replay in a couple days time, a couple weeks time, any guy that they've been with that they felt like they can easily replace and they're not of value, they take the piss and they disrespect them, or they just get rid of them altogether eventually. And if you are in a job where you are not of value and that you just allow yourself, you put yourself in a position to be disrespected by your bosses and that, because they know they can just replace you easily. Unfortunately, we don't live in a world where people can be our superiors in terms of workplace and still respect us all the time. I'm not saying every boss is a fucking wanker, but there's a lot. But to be fair though, if your boss is treating you a certain way, it might be how you're acting. If you act like a damn jackass or whatever, your boss is going to treat you like a jackass. Funny enough, so obviously I'm still at that workplace where obviously I'm doing the testing, the one where I left, and then the manager called me back to stay. So I did. Every 9 or 10 days, this guy will phone me just checking to see how things are. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still looking. I make him know I'm still looking for another job. Yeah, don't get too comfortable thinking that I'm staying forever, because it's the truth. I'm still actively looking for another job. And I'll tell you something else in a minute as well. This is exactly what girls do as well. Yeah, but anyway, so he will phone me up every 8, 9, 10 days, whatever, just to see how things are, basically. He basically phones me up to see or try and gauge how long I'm going to be left at this job or whatever. I said to him, listen, I'll give you a couple of days notice. If something else better comes up, I'm going to phone you and say, boom, I'll be off in a couple of days, hopefully. If I need to start the next day, then unfortunately, I'm going to drop off my stuff that day and disappear, unfortunately. He phoned me up the other day, and I said to him, because he was talking about bringing some new people in, and I made it clear. I was like, listen, the day you find my replacement, just let me know. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I will leave this job any day. I will leave this job any day. I said to him, listen, you can find my replacement. I will train them up. I will show them the ropes for a couple of days, and they can take over for me. What I'm telling him is, at any moment, you can get rid of me. at any moment, I'm willing to walk away. Yeah, because the ball's in my court. Yeah, because I'm not saying that obviously I'm superior or whatever, innit, yeah, but he needs me. He needs me basically. So I can talk a certain way or whatever. Some jobs, if you ever say, all right, if you know, if you want to get rid of me, they'll say, all right, well, you're fired then, fuck off. Literally. Yeah, you have to keep these people on their toes. Same thing with gal. If your girl knows, if you say, imagine you're with a girl and you say, listen, anytime you want to find a new man, feel free to dump me, you know. What you're saying is, blood, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I can go. If a guy talks like that, if a guy chats to his girl like, anytime you want, you can get rid of me and get a new boyfriend. He's basically saying, I know within myself, I can go and find another girl. So I don't need you. Because a man that can't find another girl, he won't be talking like that, blood. If a man has just locked up and found himself a girlfriend and he struggles to find women or whatever, he ain't gonna be talking like, oh yeah, anytime you want, yeah, you can get rid of me. No. Man don't talk like that. And you know what? There's certain man that will be bluffing and say, yeah, dump me then, find another man. Bruv, your girl will call you on that bluff, you know. Your girl will call you on that bluff. So you better be ready, fam. Yeah? Because there's certain man are blank shooters. Yeah? Certain man are blank shooters. Even fucking even fucking Nadia. She has a work colleague. Her work colleague, I don't know what happened, yeah? She just quit the job on the spot. Oh, I'm done with the job. Walked out on the job. I said to Nadia, she'll be back. She'll be back. Couple days later, a week later or something, the girl come back to the job. You see, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna start making more videos comparing relationships, because I got one on the way. Yeah, there's one where I'm wearing a green hoodie. I already made that video. Yeah, comparing relationships to work. If you are an employee, yeah, and you walk out of your job, yeah, and then you return back to that job, expect your manager to not respect you. Expect your manager to take you for an idiot. Because what you're saying to that manager is, I can't find another job somewhere else. Why would you leave and come back if you really and truly had a job somewhere else? If you are a guy watching this right now, you know, like they say, like in the manosphere and all this stuff, yeah? If your girl breaks up with you, then you don't pursue her, you let her go and you wait for her to come back to you. Cool, yeah, I stand by that as well, yeah. But if you as the person who initiates the breakup, if you dump the girl and you walk away from the girl, even if you have a change of heart, you need to stand by that, you know. Listen, this ain't a maths game where you take and then you give and then you're at neutral or zero. No. It don't work that way. If you break up with a girl and you've initiated the breakup, if you go back to her, you may as well let the girl dump you and chase after her. Because what you're saying is, oh, maybe I made the wrong mistake. I made a mistake and now I need to come back. Well, if you break up with a girl and you go back to her, please believe she's going to lose respect for you. Because you're not a man of your word. Look at the comments. Oh yeah, 110%. Do you know why? Do you know why it affects the girl more when you dump the girl? Because this is what happens, yeah? And this is why I love watching like AMS and that, because I relate it to things that I've seen in my life and other people's lives and that. When a girl gets ready to dump a guy, a girl don't just dump a guy and then, most girls don't just dump a guy and then they're single and they have nobody. A girl might dump a guy and be single, but please believe she's got a man on the phone waiting. Yeah, waiting. Yeah, she got your replacement lined up already. Yeah, 110%. Any of you man watching this right now, if you've been dumped by a girl and that was that, and you never got back together, please believe she had someone else that she was probably even chatting to on the side, and it was just like a smooth transition, almost like she got off one train and then it was the next train to her next destination, just monkey branching. Yeah, monkey branching. Now, the reason why it affects the girl more when the guy dumps the girl is because she ain't prepared for it. Oh shit! Imagine you hit up you hit up your girl and you say, listen, everything's going smooth, but you know what? Like you're thinking in your mind, everything's going smooth, but you know what? I want to get a new girl. And you ring up your girl and say, fuck it, I want to end this relationship, and you put down the phone. That girl will come chasing you, do you know why? Because she ain't got no one lined up. She ain't got no replacement lined up. On the flip side, if she had a replacement, oh, that's all right. I don't mind you if you dump me. Do you know why? Because I got someone to replace you. That's why the girls run and pursue men that dump them just out of the blue, because they ain't got no branch to swing to next. That's why it affects the women. That's why it affects the women. When your girl plans on breaking up with you, please believe she's got next man on the side to go to. Nah, she might have been banging them while she was with them, while she was together, or may not, but she's still got man to go and chat to, even if it's like what do you call it? The texting on Tinder or whatever, innit? Yeah. And another thing as well. Oh yeah, the point I was gonna make, because I said I was gonna make a point as well. So sometimes, yeah, when I'm at this job, every now and then, like I'll get 4 jobs in a day. I might do one job, and then my second job is a cancellation. My third job is a cancellation. My fourth job is a cancellation. These tenants don't give a fuck. They know electricians are coming around to test their house, and they just disappear, and they don't answer their door. They don't answer their phone. So my coordinator who gives me the jobs, she's struggling to find jobs. I've got a list. Press number 1 if you see my apprenticeship video. Yeah, press number 1 if you see my apprenticeship video. And I show the list of agencies. When that happens and I ain't got no work for the day because the tenants, I can't gain access, you know what I start doing? I start going through my mobile phone and calling up agencies to see if there's a job waiting for me. That's exactly what your girl does, fam. Yeah, that's exactly what girls do. They have a list of guys numbers, yeah, waiting. Keep them in the friend zone, yeah. That's why every now and then, guys might have some girl just pop out of nowhere. Oh, what are you saying? But girls try with me all the time. They think I'm stupid. I have girls hit me up now and then, like once every 3-4 months, just to say hi. They don't give a fuck about saying hello or whatever. They just want to make sure that they got someone maybe to talk to if they have a little breakup with them. But man, fuck off, man. Don't try that shit with me. Don't try that shit with me, man. Try that shit with me. But yeah, that's exactly what girls do. Girls do exactly what I do when work isn't looking good for me. I start calling other agencies and stuff. I start lining up. I've done it a few times. I've had a few days where the jobs are not. I've been messed around during the day for a couple of hours, and I'm sitting around doing nothing. I literally sit there on my phone in my car with the seat back, and I start calling agencies one by one by one by one by one. Literally, I'm just phoning them. I'm just phoning them. And that's what girls do. Girls have a list of numbers. Not all, but a lot. They have a list of guys' numbers in their phone. Back up. So I'm just renaming this live stream quickly. But yeah, chicks, they have a list of numbers, fam. That's why certain times you might have a girl, you break up with her. This is why some girls never come back, because they don't have to. They don't need to. And when they do come, and when they do hit you up after 6 months or something like that, which I'm sure I said the other day, or I released a short video and I said it, they're only hitting you up after 6 months because whatever new relationship they had, that they're in, they might be on a little break from the guy. So they'll phone someone that they know cares about them. They want to talk to someone that they know still has feelings for them. Because believe you me, most guys that get dumped by girls still have feelings for that chick. So they will hit someone up that they know still likes them. Even if you ain't directly asking them out on a date, just the fact that you're even taking the time to talk to them makes them feel good. How many times, be honest, guys, press 1 if you want to, or press 1 in your head, yeah? Have you had a girlfriend and things are going bad, you've broken up with that girl, and then you think about your ex, and you want to message or you want to call your ex to chat to your ex or whatever. That's exactly what the chicks do, fam. I'm telling you, yeah, women are becoming the new alphas, yeah. You know, alpha male is supposed to be the type of guy that has his pick of women and stuff like that. Nowadays, women have got the pick of men. Nah, fam, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. Hey, well, they said he will press 0. Yeah. Same thing though, really. Women run relationships. Well, not all, but women run a lot of relationships. Mad. Now men need to be made great again, man. Bring back the old school men, where men were fucking masculine and the women were feminine. But you know what? It's this feminism bullshit. With that bullshit about put a man on 6 p.m. curfew. Who the fuck do you think you are? How dare a woman even come out with a statement like that, fam? Are you lost your fucking mind, blood, about putting men on 6 p.m. curfew? Am I you, blood? Furthermore, man in jail don't even have to be in their cell at 6 p.m. What the fuck you talking about 6 p.m. curfew? Taking the fucking piss, blood. Oh man, that boy, that did get me vexed. Got me a bit scared too, to be fair. I'm not even gonna lie, fam. Yeah, the curfew, yeah. Boy, man, I was sweating, you know. Yeah, and this is see this toxic masculinity. That's a shaming tactic. See, nowadays you're not allowed to be a fucking man nowadays. You're not allowed to be a fucking man nowadays. Even like this can be some like I don't even want to call it like, yeah, this is some real deep shit now. Like, even having men in employment is a kind of a way to feminize men. Now, hear me out. Especially the type of employment as well. Men that work in like offices and stuff like that, yeah. If you work in an office, well, if you're an employee or whatever, you know, having hierarchy and that, you automatically put in a submissive position. Yeah, that don't mean that your boss touches you or, you know, violates you or whatever in it. Yeah, but you're slightly in a submissive position, slightly. Yeah, because you have hierarchy. But even if you're, especially if you have a corporate job, you are put in a position where you're kind of like feminized. Yeah. All right. Give you an example. You can't be talking on a phone. Imagine you hold a professional job and you're on the phone. You can't be talking on the phone with no deep voice. Oh, hi, how are you? Like, you have to talk all like feminine and high pitched and shit. Blood, that's all feminine shit. Like making a man have to talk all high pitched and talk all posh and nah, fam. If you hold a professional job, you cannot talk with a deep voice on the phone. Yeah, you have to talk like a fucking bitch, man. Yeah, like you have to talk like some gal, man. That's all feminizing man and that, man. Nowadays taking that piss, blood. But yeah, being an employee and that, being in a submissive position, that's all. I'm not saying like if you're an employee you're feminine or anything like that, but I'm saying like that puts men in like a feminine position, especially like when they have to speak a certain way, they can't talk with a slightly deep voice. They have to talk like all high pitched. All that. Nah, fuck that shit, man. Now, coming off in 1 minute though. I need to make my pot noodle on that. Telling you, fam. Telling you, blood. Even like just even working in an office, like that's like, I'm not saying any man that works in an office is feminine, but don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, like, but like it depends on the job role though. If you're working in a call center, man should not be in no call center unless man is giving technical information. Like I call up like the NIC, EIC, which is the governing body, one of the governing bodies for the electrical field in the UK. Obviously, there's men there because they're giving technical help and that. But if you're just on, like, you're just working in the call center as a man, that's not a masculine job. That's not a masculine job. Now, unless you're the boss or whatever, that's different or whatever, innit? But like working in the office and that, a real manly job is a man, you know, a hands-on job. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, a woman will find it more sexy if a man works in a fucking scrapyard than if a man has a nice corporate job where he don't get dusty and dirty. You know, I'm coming off in a minute because my stomach feels like it's about to fucking, yeah, like like I ain't ate for about 6 years or something like that. Anyway, leave your last comments because I'll be going in a minute, yeah? But yeah, shout out to Mr. Research. Where's that comment I put up? Yeah, go and check out Mr. Research. Yeah, done now. Oh, you know what? Blood. I was actually going to talk about fucking cosmetic surgery as well, you know. For some reason, on my feed, on, you know, like on your Instagram, the Instagram feed, I keep getting these ads, you know, like the sponsored ads about how to change your jawline and like, because you know, like some people, they got like a big nose bridge and that. Yeah, I'm getting all these ads like to say I've been looking at changing my jawline. What the fuck do I want to change my jawline for? But I'm not having no cosmetic surgery to alter my face. Bro, I'm from Edmonton, fam. No, blood, I'm not changing my fucking nose. I have a big black nose and that's it, fam. That's it, blood. I'm not getting no cosmetic surgery and shit like that. And women should even be getting no cosmetic surgery as well. What is it? Bullshit, blood. Women feel pressured to look a certain way because all they see is Instagram. But they're deluded because, yeah, you know what? If you was a man, yeah, and you never interacted with any women, say for example, you were somewhere where you never interacted with no women for months on end. You never saw a woman for months on end. And all you did was have Instagram to look at women. You'd think, oh, every woman walking the face of this planet looks like these Instagram models. Well, that's not the case, pal. Yeah. That, you know, you're looking at girls on Instagram, that's just a small place with a lot of nice girls on it. When you go out on the street, girls don't look like that. Even when you go Shoreditch, fam, girls don't look like that. Yeah, girls are pretty in the face, but they don't have bodies like that in Shoreditch. I'll confirm when when lockdown's over, I'll be riding my bike down into Shoreditch and that. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if anything's changed, but I'm sure it ain't changed. The girls in fucking Shoreditch don't look like these Instagram models. I don't know why girls feel so pressured to have a big bum. That's fucking helping you. I mean, yeah, have a nice bum, yeah, but some mad bum, nah, fuck that shit. That's foolishness, man. No guy wants a fake girl, man. Come on, man. You think I want to be with a girl that has plastic surgery and all this bullshit? Man, fuck that bullshit, man. That's long, fam. Do you want to, like these girls with these fake lips as well? What kind of bullshit is that? I've never been with a girl that's got fake lips. I don't even think I've been around a girl that's got fake lips before, you know. I mean, like, I think there's one or two girls I've known. Apparently, they've had lip filler. I guess that might be fake lips then. Yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah. Oh yeah. No, I like a girl with a big bum. What I'm saying is, bum. No guy wants a girl that has a fake bum. Nah, man. Not me anyway, man. I'd rather a girl with a natural body. I'd rather a girl with a small but nice shape that's real than a big massive bum that's fake. Nah, fuck that shit, man. It's the same as New York City. For all the women were gonna be like in the music videos and trust me, Trust me. Now, I'll say American girls are nicer than the UK chicks, probably. But yeah, if you think that, if anyone thinks that the chicks or life in general in another country is going to be so fantastic, you are sadly mistaken. Like I said already, I got a family member who thought, oh, let me move to Atlanta because my life is going to be so much better in America because nothing's going on in the UK. And what happened? They went out there for a year and came back, not achieved a damn thing, not tried nothing new. And when I say try nothing new, I don't mean going to America. Not that don't count as trying nothing new if you ain't going there with the intentions of bettering yourself. She went out to America because things weren't going well in the UK. So I'm just gonna go out to America and hope that if I rub two sticks together, something's gonna happen. No. Yeah, move country if you're going out there with good intentions. That yeah, I'm going out there to better myself. That's cool. That's cool. But don't just go out there because things are shit in the UK and you think things are gonna be good abroad. No, you are the problem. You're in London, so many opportunities. Now fuck coronavirus, yeah. But you're in London, there's so many opportunities. You're in somewhere like Northampton, then yeah, move to somewhere like a big city like London. Yeah, I get it. But if you're in America, somewhere like Atlanta or New York or wherever, one of the major like Los Angeles or whatever, bro, there's a lot going on in them places there. If things ain't going on for you, you ain't fucking. Yeah, you are the problem. You are the problem. But I'm about to yawn now, so that means I'm tired. So I'm kicking off this thing, innit? Yeah. All right, people then. Thanks for watching, yeah?